Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to my respectful lecturer, Sir Kevin. My name is Ahmad Danyal bin Mustafa, and in this presentation I will be explaining my digital work for the client-server computing assignment. This assignment is focusing on client-server architecture, remote method invocation or RMI, and also Korba. Also in this presentation, I will be explaining three main things, which is firstly is how my digital decisions were value driven. Secondly is how I applied digital safety and ethical principles. And thirdly, how my final output reflects responsible digital skill usage. Firstly, my digital decisions were value driven because I did not choose tools, architectures, or configuration steps randomly. I have made my decisions based on important digital values such as security, integrity, reliability, responsibility, and also professionalism. So for instance, let's say when comparing 2-tier, 3-tier, and also n-tier architectures, I prioritize security and integrity before reliability and sustainability. I did this because a system must first protect its data and function correctly before we can focus on performance or future expansion. So based on this evaluation, I've selected 3-tier architecture as the most suitable option because it provides better separation between presentation, business logic, and data layers. This also improves protection, control, and maintainability. So my digital decisions were also value driven in the way that I approach RMI and Korba. So in RMI, I understood that the importance of a structured environment where remote interfaces, registries, and object bindings must be configured correctly. In Korba, I have recognized that the importance of standards and interoperability, especially because Korba allows communication between system built using different languages and also platforms. These decisions showed that I valued not only technical functionality but also structured digital environments and responsible configuration practices. Secondly, I applied digital safety and ethical principles throughout the assignment. So what I can say is that one important principle was confidentiality. So while working with client-server concept, RMI and Korba, I've avoided unnecessary sharing of technical information such as host names, port numbers, file path, and service names. Even though this was just an academic task, I understood that configuration details should still be handled carefully. So I also have made sure to work in a controlled and safe environment, especially when it comes to testing communication between the client and also the server. So jumping to another ethical principle which I have applied previously was by using trusted and reliable sources. So instead of copying code or explanations from unreliable websites, I referred to official documentation, academic books, and journal sources. This, for some way, it has helped me in maintaining academic honesty and ensured that my work was based on accurate information. I have also applied ethical behavior by documenting my work clearly and by giving proper credit through in-text citations and references. So this is crucial and important because professional digital work is not only about getting correct output, but it is also about showing honesty and accountability in the learning process. So with that, I have also applied digital safety during configuration and troubleshooting. For instance, let's put in an example way. In RMI, I have followed the correct sequence by preparing the remote interface, implementing the remote object, creating the server and client, compiling the files, starting the registry, and then testing the connection. While for in Korba case, I followed the correct sequence by preparing the IDL, generating the required files, configuring the server and client, and starting the naming service before testing the system. So when errors happen, I did not change many settings at once. Instead, what I did was I checked one issue at a time, such as service names, generated files, startup order, or configuration mismatches. So, in another way, this step-by-step troubleshooting showed responsibility and reduced the risk of misconfiguration. Third, last but not least, my final output reflects that responsible digital skill usage because it combines technical understanding with discipline, organization, and professionalism. My work was not only about explaining client-server architecture, RMI and Corba, but it is also about showing responsible evaluation, careful configuration, proper documentation, and ethical collaboration. For example, I included structured comparisons of different architectures, explained why 3-tier was the most appropriate choice, and described configuration procedures in an organized way. So I have also highlighted several troubleshooting steps, digital safety considerations, and the importance of responsible use of tools such as registries, IDL, naming services, GitHub, and shared digital spaces. In addition to my final thoughts, my final output would be reflecting responsible digital skills because I communicated my ideas clearly and professionally. I have also organized my assignments by question and also adding up diagrams to support understanding and use references to strengthen my explanation. So this shows that I was not only able to use digital tools but also able to present digital work in a structured and responsible manner. So good digital skill usage means that using technology with purpose, awareness, and ethical judgment. And I have also tried to reflect these qualities in every part of my assignment. To conclude everything, this assignment helped me understand that client-server computing is not only about technical knowledge, but it is also about learning digital values and being responsible as a person. So my digital decisions were value-driven because I prioritize security, integrity, and also reliability. I have also applied digital safety and ethical principles by handling sources and troubleshooting responsibly. Finally, my completed work reflects responsible digital skill usage because it is structured, it is also professional and guided by ethical reasoning. And overall, this assignment allowed me to demonstrate not only technical understanding, but also reflective and professional digital practice. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.